Yes indeed, yeah I'm back on the box again. My cousin lace the track so I can go and spit again. So tell a friend that brother Smooch is on the loose. He's spitting that 5 flow, no cut, it's 200 proof. Feel 100% straight out.
Welcome to week 5 of You in the Right Lane with Kelvin Lane. I'd like to give a shout out to the mighty Gators. Roll Gators. It's a Gator Nation. Now I know a lot of haters, y'all are mad because I'm back with the Gators. But I gotta tell you something.
The tables have
I was born a
turned.
Gator.
Do with him
I was
whatever
raised
you
a
like.
Gator. So I'm gonna be a Gator. Now we'd like to get into the recap of last week's games. First game we'd like to get into was Utah and USC. USC won by the score of 30-23 with USC quarterback Matt Fink throwing for 3 TDs while going 21-30 for 351 yards. Also, USC wide receiver Michael Pittman Jr. His dad played in the NFL. Dad played with the Bucks. Won a Super Bowl actually. He had 10 receptions for 232 yards and 1 touchdown. The next game we'd like to get into was Clemson defeated Charlotte by the score of 52-10, with Trevor Lawrence going for 7-9 for 2 TDs before being taken out in a blowout, and the Tigers' 19th straight win. That boy got a squad over there. I don't like that ACC. I'm all about the SEC, but hey, we got to give him his props. Next game we'd like to get into is Roll Tide, SEC, great. Nick Saban, Alabama, beat Southern Miss. Tua Tagovailoa threw for 5 TDs on his way to 293 yards over Southern Miss. It was a blowout.
Fatality.
He was eating popcorn by halftime. Probably changed the channel. Next game we'd like to get into is Georgia defeated Notre Dame by the score of 23-17. Notre Dame actually played better than what I thought. I thought it was going to get blowed out. But I'm a little scared there for a second. But Jake Fromm, he threw for 187 yards on 20 of 26 passing. It was tougher than expected. Irish squad, they led 10-7 at halftime. Notre Dame was a two touchdown underdog and also 2 points. So by the time the game had started, they were 16-point underdogs. But they played better than expected. Got to give them the props. Next game we'd like to move on into is LSU defeated Vanderbilt by the score of 66-38. LSU got a monster offense this year. Usually they have nothing but defense, but we'll put something on them anyway. But Joe Burrow, he led LSU to a 66-38 victory over Vanderbilt, going 25-34 with 398 yards and 6 touchdowns. And wide receiver Jamar Chase had 10 receptions for 229 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's a monster day.
Special delivery.
That's a monster day. Next game we'd like to get into is Ohio State defeated Miami, Ohio 76-5. That's a shame. My Heisman dark horse, Justin Fields, he led Ohio State to a 76-5 smashing of in-state Miami, Ohio. Y'all shouldn't even be on that schedule. No love for the nearby neighbors, located an hour and 54 minutes away.
I pity the fool.
Pretty much everybody played for the Buckeyes. Water boy. People that play Euro flag football. Cheerleaders came. Hey, people coming out the stands. The Gatorade boy. Everybody played. Oh boy. Next game we'd like to get into is Auburn defeated the boring Texas A&M school. Jimbo Fisher. I always thought he was overrated. I never really liked him, even when he was with Nick Saban. The offense is always boring. I think Texas A&M done got him a $75 million mess. Going to get him. His record without Jameis Winston is pretty much terrible. They're like 28-12 since he's been gone. I mean, that's not good.
Well, things have been really, really bad.
But anyway, Auburn squeezed by number 17 Texas A&M, and Bo Nix was 12-20 for 100 yards and 1 touchdown. Kelly Marr had a good day for the Aggies, throwing for 335 yards and 2 TDs on 31-49 passing. It's gonna be a long season for Texas A&M this year. I think they probably should have kept Kevin Sumlin. I mean, since I've been following Texas A&M, they really haven't had that good of a team since, I think the best season I can think of probably was 2000 before Kelvin got there. The year that they lost to Oklahoma, and it was the Big 12 championship that year. But I mean, you've been down for 20 years, and then Kelvin rejuvenated a little bit of life into you. Then all of a sudden, now you think you're national championship contenders. But y'all done got in the mess. Next game we like to move into is the mighty Gators. Yeah, we won, beat Tennessee again. By score 34-3. Florida Gators, once again in front of a rowdy crowd and Bill Hill Griffin. John Trash proved once again, and for all his doubters, he proved him wrong with that performance last week. It wasn't a fluke. Trash is the man. He was 20 of 28 for 293 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he also had 2 picks. So we got to clean the picks up. But we're gonna roll Gators. And we're gonna roll right into the SEC championship game.
I paid you fool.
Now I don't know if we're gonna beat Alabama, but I think we will. I gotta go with us, cause we the best. Orange and blue. Roll Gators. Now somebody that need to be fired is Jim Harbaugh.
It's a long road ahead.
Jim Harbaugh got blown out by Wisconsin. Wisconsin dominated the undefeated Michigan squad from the jump on Saturday, led by Heisman hopeful winner Jonathan Taylor, who ran for 203 yards and 2 TDs on 23 carries. Honestly, just another day at the office for Mr. Taylor.
I'm a fire in my labor.
Michigan, y'all need to go in a trash can with me.
Why you gotta make it clear? Because I'm on the grill, B. Damn.
Take what money you got and shit.
Roll Gators. Once the Gators beat you, it's all downhill from there. We punish you, we take the life out of you, and then, you usually all broke up for the next season. You might as well cancel Christmas. Another team that's been talking a lot of trash is the Central Florida, the Mighty Knights. I like the Knights. But they've been saying that they're the best team in the state of Florida, and they even accused the Gators of being scared to play them. But when you losing to teams like Pitt, they lost 35-34. There ain't really nothing. We don't even want to see y'all. We'll set y'all up with FSU. They could probably give y'all a good chance. Set you up with sister school, because FSU used to be all girls school. That was our sister school. So it's probably about the best thing they got going. They won softball national championship a couple years ago. So hey, give them a shout out. But Pitt upset UCF in the last-minute trick play, which featured a wide receiver passing to the quarterback. Saturday's loss ends UCF's 27 games straight of regular season wins, but they ain't played the Gators though. We broke that streak. So everybody on the UCF bandwagon talking about we scared to play them and all this and that. Beat teams like Pitt, and then maybe we'll put you on the schedule. But I'll give y'all about 21 points if y'all play us. We'll move into a game that, it really shocked me was Arizona State lost to Colorado by the score of 31-34. ASU lost to Colorado on Saturday, giving Herm was his first loss of the season. Kind of disappointed in Herm, but he'll rebuild them boys back up. I didn't think that they would lose to Colorado, but Colorado, they ain't no slouch. They ain't no SEC team, but hey. Now we're gonna move into non-ranked teams. Florida State and Louisville. Florida State won by the score of 35-24. Really a sad day. Willie Taggart is safe for now after a much-needed win in Tallahassee. His Cam Akers scored 3 touchdowns. Now that's probably the only person that Florida would even give a scholarship to. But backup quarterback Alex Hornbrook, he came off the bench and threw for 60-yard pass in the fourth quarter to seal the game for the Seminoles. The Seminoles had the lowest attendance in 36 years.
Before it gets better.
Matter of fact, that was 1983. That was the same year that Florida defeated. In 1983, Florida defeated Miami by the score of 28-3. That was the Hurricanes' first national championship, and that was the only loss that they had that year. And Florida dominated them. That was the year that Florida had Lorenzo Hampton, John L. Williams, and also Neil Anderson and Wilbur Marshall, Gator greats. And they also defeated FSU 53-14 that year. So roll Gators. And moving into the last game that we covered last week was Miami Central Michigan. Really, Miami is trash. I mean,
Terrible.
they barely escaped a Central Michigan team coached by Jim McElwain, which is probably the worst coach in college history. We ran him right out of Gainesville because he really brought our program down to nothing. And they won 17-12.
I don't know what the big deal is. I really don't.
Miami quarterback Jared Williams, he led the Hurricanes to the victory. I mean, really, throwing screen passes all up. So it brings that record
Frankly,
2-2.
my dear, I don't give a damn.
History Channel, they got old games they still playing because there's nothing that's going on up to today's date. Play right in the toilet bowl. Put them right in the toilet bowl, the whole team. I mean, Manny Diaz, he's never been a good coach. The whole team, the second tier type players, maybe we'll give them a scholarship in softball or something. They really don't, because I don't even think they play football. Put them in trash can one time again. Toilet bowl, that's where they going.
Sucks to be you, man.
Roll Gators. Now we're gonna move into our player of the week. Right lane player of the week. We got to Jamar Chase, wide receiver from LSU. He had a monster day with 10 receptions, 229 yards, and 4 receiving touchdowns for LSU. Now that's big boy stats. That's an unbelievable day. But when he played the mighty Gators, we're gonna hold him to about 2 receptions and 10 yards. I called it here. Roll Gators. Because we are the best.
Pal. Quit while you're ahead.
Now we're gonna move into our comments from last week. That we had our top 3 comments. Our first comment is from Stephen Nichols. And he states that, I tell you what, I saw more people at midnight in Walmart than FSU Stadium right now. That was a low attendance. Well, that hurt. That's a low blow. And our next comment comes from Jermaine Ford.
Stay cool.
And he says, Stephen Nichols is sad, but hopefully we're getting this thing going in the right direction. And our next comment is from James Sewell. And he says, the biggest problem that I see with Florida State is no discipline. No one is yelling at anybody on the sideline. He said, but that couldn't be David Hurst. Oh, David Hurst. Broward County finest. Roll Gators.
God, if you listen, help!
Now we'll get into the right lanes. Coaches on the hot seat.
The clock is ticking.
First, we got to get into Chad Morris from Arkansas.
You, man.
Ex-Clemson offensive coordinator. Everything was all good just a couple years ago when you was in ACC, but now you're in a real conference. Now you're getting the brakes beat off of you. He actually lost. Arkansas lost 31-24 to San Jose State. Arkansas done hit rock bottom. They've been crashing ever since Bob Petrino crashed that motorcycle. But they lost to a team that's only won 2 games against FBS teams since the 2017 season. San Jose State has only beat Wyoming and UNLV. Not top tier schools, UNLV ain't did nothing since they won national championship in basketball in 1990. That Chad Morris, you gonna get ran right out of the SEC. Next coach we'd like to get into is Jim Harbaugh from Michigan. You're getting the brakes beat off of you by Wisconsin. Michigan used to be, top tier type of school. Now they're about to fall into a bottom team. Jim Harbaugh pretty much finna get out of there. And also Jeremy Pruitt, he's on the hot seat for Tennessee. but that's what the Gators do to you, you know. So I see actually two coaches that we finna run out of here.
The clock is ticking.
That lost 34-3. The Tennessee fans, they're in a rage. Keep talking about, you know, you don't know what you're doing. Talking about the talent that's there, which there is none. The whole state has been depleted. All y'all talent want to come to Florida, so everybody want to be a Gator.
It'll get worse before it gets better.
And also Willie Taggart, he's still on the hot seat because once we beat the brakes up off you, probably put up about 100. We're gonna run you right out of Tallahassee. So you're still on the hot seat. And you already know it's just a matter of time before you're out of there. All you gotta do is count down the weeks till you play the mighty Gators. Roll Gators gonna put up so many points on you, they're gonna run you right on out of Tallahassee.
You are hanging on by
immediately.
thread.
Not immediately, immediately.
Take my advice,
Roll
pal.
Gators.
Quit while you're ahead.
This is another segment brought to you by Daddy Pre-Workout. And now we like to get into the Daddy Pre-Workout games of the week. And please do me a favor. When Daddy trying to watch the game, don't ask Daddy to do nothing. Just bring Daddy a big piece of chicken and a nice cold cup of water and let Daddy do his thing and watch the games. Thank you. Daddy really appreciate it. Now we're going to move into the Daddy Pre-Workout games of the week. We'd like to start out with the Texas Tech versus Oklahoma. I got to take Oklahoma. I think that they probably put up about 60 points on Texas Tech. Probably a shootout. Oklahoma's defense not really that great, but Jalen Hurts, he probably throw for about 300 yards, probably run for 150. Next game we'd like to get into is Texas A&M versus Arkansas at 12 p.m. on ESPN. Texas A&M have no choice but to win. I mean, you're playing Arkansas. Probably the worst team in the SEC. Probably the worst team ever in the SEC right now. I don't even think they're going to win an SEC game. Chad Morris, just get out of town. Next game we'd like to get into is Ole Miss versus Nick Saban's mighty Roll Tide, Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama put up 100 points on last year. It seemed like it, but looking for another blowout, which it won't even be close. Oh, I forgot the game. Clemson versus North Carolina. Now I do believe that this game probably will be Clemson's closest game of the year. I think North Carolina crowd probably gonna be into it. Not saying that North Carolina's gonna win, but if somebody gave me some points, probably by 10 points, I would take that. Next game we'd like to get into is Notre Dame and Virginia. I think Virginia might upset Notre Dame. Notre Dame coming off of they really had a great game against Georgia, but I think it might be a letdown game for them. Because it came out on the wrong end of the stick. Sometimes you get disappointed, you don't come out like you should. Moving to the USC-Washington game. I'm going to take Washington in that game now. That game's on 3:30 on Fox. I gotta take Washington. It's hard to win up there. They got a good crowd. Got home field advantage. I take Washington with that game. Next game we're gonna move into is the Auburn Mississippi State. Look for Auburn to win that game. Mississippi State don't really have any offense. That game will be on 7 p.m. on ESPN. And I also like to move into the Townsend, Florida game. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna pick the Gators by 40 points because we're gonna let everybody play. So if you got tickets to that game, come on out, bring your jersey, bring some shorts, bring some cleats. Everybody gonna play. All 90,000. You gonna trot y'all right on out, Roll Gators. And the next game we'd like to get into is USC UCF and UConn. UCF should bounce back. I mean, playing UConn, which is a basketball school. There's nothing good there but the girls' basketball team. So, UCF should bounce back. And also, we have the Ohio State versus Nebraska. Scott Frost, you probably should have stayed at UCF because it's over for Nebraska. Nobody want to come out there and play. Justin Fields probably going to stake his Heisman claim. I mean, he might win the Heisman off you guys. Our last daddy pre-workout game of the week that we're going to carry is NC State versus Florida State. That'll be at 7:30 on the ACC network. I'm going to go out on a limb here and take NC State. I mean, both teams trash. Let's get that out in the open. Both of them ACC bottom feeders. But NC State, pretty much, they've been giving Florida State good games, probably about the last, since about 1997 or so. So it was about the last 22 years or so. So 22, 23 years. I take NC State in that game, even though it's in Tallahassee. I think Florida State is going to be embarrassed. A lot of fans, they talked trash to me last week. It really hurt my feelings. It's a good thing I don't wear my feelings on my sleeve. That really hurt me though. I got to tell y'all that, because I respect you guys, and I always try to keep it real with y'all. But y'all are straight trash. And that's where the sanitation goes. The toilet bowl. I'm sick of this, because every time you win a little game, y'all get on your high horse, and you're trash. Everybody lined up to beat y'all. Keystone want to play y'all right now. They told y'all to line it up, and y'all scared. It's really a trash school. Everybody just calling y'all out. People want y'all for homecoming. We want y'all for homecoming. Matter of fact, we want to schedule y'all next 10 years for homecoming. It's going to be rainy days there. Ain't going to be no more sunshine. Put y'all right, and then figure four, and put you in the toilet bowl. I like that sound. That's what Florida State will be going for probably about the next 10 years in the toilet bowl. That's the only games that they will be going to. So, roll Gators. And I like y'all Seminole fans. I want to hear that trash talk this week after that game. I'm quite sure y'all won't hear nothing.
Shut up, fool.
Hear the crickets. Roll Gators. Now we're going to get into our local athlete of the week. Got to give a shout out to Johnny Hernandez Jr. from Weber University in Babson Park, Florida. Some of his stats. His height is 6 foot, 240 pounds. He's a redshirt junior. He's majoring in criminal justice management. And his best game of the season so far was 8 tackles and 1 sack against Reinhardt University out of Georgia. We'd like to wish Johnny the best and much continued success for the rest of the season. Got to give a shout out to all our local athletes out there. Every week we'll be featuring a local athlete. Try to do our part to represent Bradford County, and also do our part to represent the mighty Gators. Roll Gators. Time to bring this segment to an end with our closing remarks. I got a song that I want to sing. It goes, you don't pull on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull the mask off the old Lone Ranger. And you don't come to the swamp taking a swim. Because it's Gators out there. Roll Gators. Go